it might actually it might actually help if I start the video recording. Hi, welcome to Oprah Readings. Here at Oprah stands for Oracle Messages, Karma, Restoration, and Abundance. And we talk about spirituality here, spiritual growth, healing processes that helps lead to our abundance in whichever area that we may feel like we could do better and improve. Oracle messages, we use cartomancy, we also use tarot decks at times, and oracle messages for clarification and intuition. When it comes to karma, we all know that every action has a reaction. What you put forth is what you're going to get back. The energy that you put out is going to be the energy that you attract. Restoration, that may be one of the most uh, challenging aspects of reaching the path to our greatest and highest good and being in tune with our greatest and highest self. It takes a lot of self-reflection, looking inside to see what we need to work on within ourselves before we start, quote unquote, pointing fingers at what's going on around us. Um, if you notice, if things are not going great in a certain area of your life, stop and think about what pattern, what is the common denominator in a specific pattern. Is it that you're attracting a certain people? Is it that you're attracting a certain energy? And usually, if you trace back, that energy may be something that has been unaddressed or ignored within yourself. And it could be recent past or childhood. But as we learn, we grow, and sometimes healing is a little painful. Growth is an area that we've never been in before. You're growing, so it's going to be new. It's not anything to be afraid of. But we want to first make sure that we're healed so that we can start sowing good karma. Everything's cause and effect, right? So sowing good karma so we can attract the energy of the things that we want. We may be successful in one area. It could be a whole lot better if we can kind of get ourselves balanced, mind, body, and soul, so where everything can become abundant and even more abundant. If you are successful in relationships but not so successful in finances, there still may be something even deeper in the relationship within yourself that needs to be healed, that may be spilling over into your finances. For example, if you have a lot of friends, but you're always broke because you're always trying to give money away. Well, are those friends there for the right reason? What was the foundation? And I don't know where that came from, but it came, so I'm putting it out there. I'm not going to delete it. So basically, it's just finding that healthy balance. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I should have some water. So here at Oprah, cartomancy is the primary method for doing these readings. I'll do collective readings on this channel. If you'd like a personal reading, please click the bio, oprahreadings.com. You can go on the webpage and book your own appointment. This is a collective reading. I'm going to do a 4-line pyramid. It's going to consist of 10 cards, at least 10 cards. There's a lot of information in these pyramids, so I will not necessarily address all of the information that comes out, but whatever God tells me is the most important for the collective is what I will tap into. I'm going to clarify the base pyramid 3 times. The first time is going to be for relationships, however you define that. The second time is going to be for your career, and then the third time is going to be for your money. The pyramid covers past, present, and future. As we know, time is fluid. So at the time of this video, we're in all three of those phases of time at the same time or in the same instance. So the past can be a second ago. The future is a second in the future. It hasn't happened yet, but it is all rolling together. This pyramid, the intentions of it is to provide messages to whoever comes across this reading. Today is May 27th. Where I am, it is a Wednesday morning, so this collective pyramid will cycle for 48 hours. That's taking you on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm sorry. Did I say today is Wednesday? Today is Tuesday. I'm so sorry. Today is May 27th, so Tuesday, and so the next 48 hours. The situations or information that show up in the pyramid may flow. Pyramids have pyramids within pyramids. So, as I said, if you would like to know something specific, book a reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't force it. As we're clarifying this base pyramid 3 different times for a collective, you may see information clarified in the career part of this reading that may kind of resonate with your relationship. So it's not going to be strict to whichever section that we are clarifying, because it's so many of us and so many energies, okay? This collective is going to be for the water signs. So that would be Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So that if you have any of those signs in your sun, moon, or rising or Venus, there may be a message in here for you. So let's get started. All right. You want to come out too? Wow, we got stuff all over the place. All right, Pisces. So far, I'm sorry, I'm saying Pisces. There's only Pisces, but water signs. Alright, bottom of the deck we have the 4 of Hearts. That's a beautiful card. Alright, let's see what we have for our water signs. Water, you have a pretty balanced energy, but it looks like you have 2 people. You have a past person. You have decisions to make here. Water signs, bear with me. Okay, so our first round through the pyramid is going to be on relationships. Right here, I see that you have um, possibly someone from the past coming out. You may also have a new opportunity for a business, something that you may have tried before in the past, and for some reason it fell through, got interrupted, blocked, or whatever may have you, and you're taking charge, becoming the leader, boss energy for this new venture, taking charge of it to start over again. It looks like it's going to be very good. You may or may not be in a partnership for this new venture. I'm just putting it out there. This new relationship, you also have two people. You have one person here. It looks like it may be a friend new. It's love, most definitely. Love. There's a strong future of love in this relationship. You have someone here who's gonna come try to do the right thing. Looks like there may be some kind of little tip or something that happened anytime between 2 seconds ago and somewhere in the past. It wasn't that serious. It's very minor. Just it could have been a misunderstanding, miscommunication, some kind of interference. There may have been a little bit of competition, but it's saying it's kind of your own doing. Like you were a willing participant in this. It's not something that happened to you. Okay. It seems like in the past you were working really hard on a commitment, trying to move forward with it. There were some interferences from the outside in this relationship. It could be with this person. This person seemed like they're not talking and they may have been blocked. And it seems like they want to come back around again, but they're coming with the same stuff. If it's not an issue of a person, a mistress, it's some other kind of issue. So this person is not coming through free and clear. They have something still attached to them. However, they're telling me that they want to try to do things right, and it seems like it was someone that you were in a commitment with that you're not speaking to. This person is in the present energy, so even though they haven't said anything yet, it seems like they're going to be maybe reaching out to you within the next, sometime in June. So it seems like something may happen in June. It could be something legal. There may be an attorney or something here, because this King of Diamonds can also represent a lawyer, an official person. In the past, it seems that if this is you, you worked hard to create something here, and you were hoping that it would move forward. But again, there were interferences directly attached to this person. I'm not saying that the water sign, you were, it seemed like actually you both had a hand in some of the things that didn't go right in this relationship, or what's not going right in this relationship, but it's directly attached to this male energy. It doesn't seem like he's talking so much. In his mind, he wants to return back, but I'm not even seeing you in here standing out to me. I see you with the exploring new feelings, You had feelings attached to this person, but he's showing up in the current energy as someone that's blocked. There's a situation going on with that person. In the future being new, you have someone who's stronger, who you're more compatible with. You may have met this person online. You guys may have met through some sort of spirituality. This person, if you had any kind of, well, in the very recently, so I would say maybe in the past, I don't know, day or two, you may have a small tiff with this person, but he's definitely committed to making things right. Y'all make each other happy. If you don't know, um, this person's looking at you with love and hope and joy and family and all those things. He may be withholding some information, so the person may have not fully opened up to you yet. May also be working through a few things, from the past, but ultimately it seems like there's a lot of happiness and love here over the next 48 hours. Excuse me. And again, the genders doesn't matter. We're going based off of energy. This person, and it could be, you're dealing with someone right now who could be a creator on the platform. It seems like this is a fresh relationship. There's some things from the past that need to be cleared up on both sides. This is connected to both people. So for you, what needs to be cleared up could be whatever this previous commitment was, whatever this serious relationship was. There still may be remnants of it that need to be straightened out. So you may have a few blockages that are being worked out to where you can get to this side of the pyramid. This person, what they have to work out is they have someone who has a very, very strong, arrogant, narcissistic personality that's attached to them, right? And I see that they're making it part of their past. They're trying to do things over again so they can have a better future. I'm not sure. It could be with this person, but I'm not really seeing that. Now, two things can happen. Whoever this energy is for both you and the person that you're dealing with, they're gonna attempt to make some kind of improvements and play nice for a while. You see where it is? That's a different future, kind of. This is the outcome. So this person, although they may come in and say, oh, let's be friends now, let's be buddy, they still have something attached to them. They still have something attached to them. There's some money involved in that's connected to this person. It seems like it's a large amount of money. This person is feeling that if you and your new person get here, that they're gonna lose. It's like the cash cow. It's like the cash cow here. So, and keep in mind, this person is coming forward. They're trying to step all the way into your future, but they're coming, they have this attached to them. It could be someone that, for this person, it could be someone online. There's some kind of um, computer connection with this person. For you, you lived with this person. Here, this person, this King of Diamonds, he didn't live with this. This is somebody from the outside. There might also be a question about um, uh, I'm seeing that these two people, for you, it also can be sides of the same person, where the person is strong, the person is a leader. If you want to know if the person is good with finances, generally yes. There are a few hiccups with the person actually, how they communicate. There could be a barrier there, but this person is actually trying. He or she appears to be trying to better themselves. They definitely want to talk about love, home, happiness, joy. They want you to come back, hang out with them again. It's something to that effect. It seems like the person may have very well been testing your reaction to things, testing your responses. Somebody wants to have some children. There may be a little, I'm not sure if someone has medical there may be some blockages there, but you definitely can work through them. You may need, um, this looks like at some point, currently it might take a fertility specialist. Again, we don't give medical advice on here. We're just giving scenarios. If this resonates with you, then you can book a private reading, and we'll let you know how that goes. For some of you, there may be a question about trust and faithfulness in a relationship. It looks to be part of the past. Just be mindful. Um, Whoever this new person is, their intentions, they're going to be very protective of you. Very protective. And if you're used to being very independent, if you're a female who normally deals in the masculine energy, you may want to restoration, right? So we talk about healing. Go within yourself, Also, reach out to any professionals, any self-help, any if you need any psychiatrists, psychologists. And again, we're not giving medical advice, but reach out to someone that you trust, a priest. Um, you could start going to church, things like that, to help you heal. A lot of times, whenever we become so strong and independent and masculine, is because something happened in the past that made us feel that we could not trust anyone to do those things for us, right? But this person here, he is serious about his feelings. He may not exactly know how to express them, but this Ace of Hearts is also a card of protection. He loves his family. He may have a child. He or she may have a child. A lot of love for family, wanting to do the right thing. May have a legal situation going on. This could be with custody of a family member. Could be in home security or something like that. I'm not sure why that's coming out there, but it has something to do with computers. May have a job in the computer industry. That can be anywhere from medical equipment to home equipment. There's some information in the future that's going to be withheld. It could be, again, that the person doesn't know how to come to you and tell you how they're feeling. But there's definitely a lot of love here. It's going to end in celebrations, happiness, possibly adult activities. You might see the repetitive number 66677677. There's something definite. June could be significant for you. Let's see. Something may have happened in June in the past, and something new is going to happen in June in the future. July is also significant here. So the situation that you were in back in July, where there may have been some confusion, some heartache, heartbreak. You see, we have June and July here on both sides. But the difference is you have something brand new here, new love, and you're in love. But you may be in a masculine energy, feeling a little bit still stung from this last guy or girl. I see these two people talking with each other. You may be discussing things that happened in the past. Some of it may be, whether it's cheating, whether it's finances, but whether it's how many children you have or can you have children. But it's going to be a sore topic. So it requires us to be vulnerable, put it all out there. And for this person as well, if you're the one who's not really expressing themselves or you don't know how, instead of trying to figure out in your head what to say or how you're going to say it, or are they going to hurt my feelings, or am I going to hurt their feelings, just be honest about it. You trust each other. You guys listen to each other. You pay attention to each other even without words. But there's some vulnerability. There's going to be some sore topics that are in the past that y'all are gonna want to discuss with each other. And again, we have trusting here, talking, paying attention, listening to each other, and then here we have it, the information being withheld. This is confidence, confidentiality. This is two peas in the pod bonding with each other. Again, if any of you were dealing with someone in the past, a strong personality, meddlesome, troublesome, deceptive, gaslighting, breadcrumbing, they're coming back. They're coming back with secrets. So when we talk about holding knowledge, withholding information, we have multiple scenarios here. For some of you, it's going to be this new relationship that you're starting, this new friendship that you're in right now. It's fresh, it's young. You guys are, y'all trust what each other says. There's no, you pay attention to each other. You're watching each other. You're learning from each other. You're willing to learn from each other. You're trying to build something brand spanking new. And you guys are going to be able to tell each other everything. I can tell you all my secrets. I don't have to carry these burdens alone. All right, I'm going to get off of that and we're going to clarify again. If you want a personal reading on any of these situations, then click the link in the bio. Let me get the read cards to clarify this pyramid on relationship aspects for our water collective. So whatever time they see this video, it's going to be a timeless reading. Again, you're going to have this pyramid is going for 48 hours. So between now and the next 48 hours, you're going to have a few little situations with attached to someone or a strong energy. You're going to have a little bit of meddling, a little bit of nosiness in people, from people. May have a few blockages. You may have a power outage. It's not going to be anything minor. But at the end of the day, everything works. For some of you, it's so funny with this energy. It may be like the inside joke where people want to know. You know, they're paying attention, they're watching, they want to know, but things will be an inside joke between y'all two. How they say what's understood doesn't need to be explained. Right now, you guys are getting to know each other. That's why I'm saying show vulnerability. Be open and honest. Open your heart up. I see marriage as an outcome here. Oh, I asked for 3 cards. We got 4. A lot of energies here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Beautiful. Again, you're getting to know each other. Trust the process. It's safe for you to love. You did some healing, self-reflection. When you open your heart up and say, hey, look, these are the mistakes I made in the past. I have learned from them. I didn't like how that worked out. You know, you can go from there. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy. As we said earlier, the things that are at the core of our soul that's where the magnet is. That's what we attract, right? So we unpeel those layers and see what it is inside of me that is making me attract people with certain types of issues. They call them trauma bonds. I'm going to use an example. If you were picked on as a kid where people were not paying you attention, and you made some kind of career moves or life moves that got you some attention, when you meet someone else and you see that they're being, you feel like, well, they need love or they need something, you're actually talking to yourself, your inner self, and projecting that out into someone else. So whenever you're having these conversations of, hey, well, I got picked on when I was a kid, well, so did I, you're bonding based off of that. Don't bond based off of the bad things that happen to you. Try to bond over what you want for yourself, common goals. Let that be the foundation of your relationship. And this is true love. This new relationship that you have is true love. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Have faith because you're in the past, we didn't want to be vulnerable. It's requiring you to open your heart and be vulnerable and have faith. And if you do, I mean, what is there to lose? Like some feelings. All right. So that's good. Congratulations on the water signs. Let's look at this pyramid again for career. For those of you who might have a new job or a new job opportunity, a new boss, sorry guys, I was hearing something here. There may be some documents, confidential documents on your job that I just heard show up missing. They may be misplaced. If there are some documents that you're working with right now, and they require confidentiality, they hold some type of value for your job, and to make sure they're boxed up correctly. You may have some documents that you laid down somewhere. They need to be in a proper box. I also see some records. So there's someone here that's going to be snooping. They're snooping into records. They're trying to look up something. And it's for the right reasons. Now this person here, whoever it is, this may be someone in a new position that has however the rules fit. I'm not sure if this is the water sign that's in some sort of position of authority. They may have been involved in causing some kind of damage, and they're doing it again. Whatever they did in the past, it was cleared up. And now they're back and they're repeating the past. So they've done it before, and they're doing it again. And over the next 48 hours, now they can still be in this energy beyond 48 hours, but as of now, they're still in the same energy of doing it again. You have this other person up here who these people are rivals. They have different motivations, but they're both new. Or they can both be fairly new, or one may be junior to another, but there's somebody in the future coming along who's going to make things right. You have one person that's using information for gossip or using information as a weapon. You have someone else who's trying to restore the confidentiality of it, but there's some of the integrity of the document is going to be lost. You have 7 here, you have 6 here. So if you're dealing with any kind of, you have a job that's dealing with financial records or anything that should be confidential, anything that's involved in with people trusting you with this information, just make sure it's stored somewhere properly. You have someone here who's trying to access the information. And it could go against policy or security. I'm thinking like IT. All of the information here, whatever's going on with this situation and cleanup and paperwork and documents, is gonna be fixed. I don't see anything here indicating any type of job loss on a career. I do see that while you're at work, you're going to have some things that's going to annoy you, and you're going to feel like, man, we got to do this over again. We just did this. But everything is going to work out. That's what we have for career. I'm not feeling anything standing out that's alarming. Everything looks pretty good. Here in the past, it's like you can't trust someone with your money. Could be our financial records. You might have taken a chance at moving. There's a little bit of interruptions or something involving a move. It may come around again. You may have to talk to, it's possible for some of you may have to get some kind of legal advice. There may be a legal group involved. Alright, so we're going to clarify what's the T when it comes to career for water signs over the next 48 hours, the energy of the next 48 hours. Somebody talking crap. Probably this person. This person's trying to influence someone else. Again, this person may have something to do with finances or records or something like that. Let's see what else we have for this situation for the water signs in their career. And again, as I said, when we're clarifying this pyramid, being that it's the base of a lot of the situations that's going on with the collective. When we say there's someone, this person's trying to talk to this person, but this one is being very, very messy, malicious, gossipy, that could also transfer over. You may have that situation going on in the other areas, such as your relationships as well. Someone with a strong personality who, a very negative personality, a strong personality, trying to cause trouble for your new phase, or whoever this person is that has the ultimate authority. Some of you may end up having a new boss, or you may have an old boss returning as well. Let me get some more cards. Alright, so we have talking shit, talking shit, wolf in sheep's clothing, and running. Alright, so this reminds me of someone throwing mud and hiding their hands, or they're switching up on you, talking behind your back, but running back and forth, bringing information, twisting information, because a wolf in sheep's clothing, that's one thing, pretending to be something else, but also you're twisting stuff up, like, what am I looking at? So just be careful who you're putting your faith in. Everybody doesn't have your best interest. Sometimes people are getting information just to twist you up, right? But it looks like someone's gonna make an offer that's gonna make you very happy. Maybe some kind of compromise here. So that's what we have for the pyramid as far as career. Let's look at it as far as money. There is a lot of money here on the table. There are people in positions of power that have the say in finances. This can be as simple as well, I'm not gonna say as simple, but it could be a banker if you're trying to get a loan or something like that for a new home. We see purchasing of a new home. There's some paperwork attached to it, some contracts. You may have to sign some leases electronically. All of that stuff is going to go well for you if you're trying to buy a home. In the meantime, some of the situation in the past may need to be cleaned up or cleared up. You're going to have minor things. This could be something as simple as showing credit card documents showing that they're paid. You're going to have some problems finding them though. There may be some interference as to where they're at. Hey, somebody moved them, or I didn't think I still needed that, so I got rid of it. So you'll have to try to get these the information again. You're gonna need it need to access it pretty quickly. Whoever it is that you have to reach out to, or whatever this institution is that you have to reach out to get it. There's going to be someone new who works there, that the person who has to pull the information, the archived information, is going to be new, and they may not know exactly how to do it. So there's going to be a slight delay there. They will provide it for you. So they're gonna call back and say, hey, look, I'm sorry, I had to get so and so to help me get that. But ultimately, you're gonna be very successful. And if you're buying a home, I'm thinking home purchase, home loans, you're gonna get that. Everything's gonna be handled electronically. If you're looking for finances for anything else, a wedding, you're gonna be able to get that as well. Some of you will be able to pay off some debt. Some of you have a situation in the past connected with a person that actually being attached to this person hindered your money from growing. Here it is that you were working, doing the right thing and doing things that you have to do. Your money was growing, and this could be however far in the past. It could be 3 years, it could be 6 years, but at some time in the past you were solid with your money. And then here comes this person that was attached to something else, and whatever they were attached to became the center of a portion of your past, and it caused a lot of interruptions, and the person is planning on doing it again. This pyramid right here has its own past, present, and future, and you see how close it is to where we are now, and it's still kind of connected to your future as well. But this person is going to come in with the same stuff, but it may not be the exact same situation, but it's going to be something. So moving forward, as you're going through your restoration and healing, and those uncomfortable changes of growth and your opportunity to do things again, are you gonna use your wisdom that you learned, or are you gonna fall for it again? Because the person is gonna come back and say, I want to make this right. That's them right here. I want to make this right, knowing that they have something. I don't see anything in this section that's telling me that they're going to tell you what they did. Now, if this resonates with you and you want to know more, then we can do a personal reading. As you see, I did not pull the next row, but just right here in the next layer down, you have this. You need to protect. You need to protect this new relationship that you're in, being open and honest with this person. This person is your confidant. Now, tell them about the mistakes in your past. Tell them about what you're facing, right? You can trust this person. They're gonna tell you what they got going on, and it's gonna be between y'all. Whether or not people understand it, that's their business. You already had enough people meddling in relationships. This came up. I think this card came up with at least two of the other collectives. I don't remember seeing it in. No, it came up in fire signs as well. So just be mindful that there's a lot of we move smarter, right? But this person is coming to impact your money, your happiness, telling you, oh, I want to come back and make things right. Be careful with this person if you are going through anything legal, because it seems like their money is kind of being hung up a little bit. They may try to tell you, oh, well, let me tell you, let's share secrets. You tell me what you've done, and I'll tell you what I've done. If you don't intend on having a future with this person, just go through your legal process and let it be what it be, because you have this person here who's very honorable. The person is successful. They have, they have the knowledge. They're strong. You can be vulnerable with this person. You can't be vulnerable with this person. This is the person that's saying, "Hey, look, I'm not used to being vulnerable either. I may not know what to say either, but I'm gonna open myself up to you. I'm gonna try opening my heart again so I can move forward. And hey, I'm not telling nobody we're BFFs. I want you to come to me." This person's not showing me that. Do they know they messed up? Yeah. But the way that they're thinking about fixing it is devious. Their mind is still connected to manipulation. So whatever it is that they're coming back for, they want to come back home is to serve themselves. Well, just be careful. They mad. They don't want me to tell you all of that, huh? In the middle of the pyramid, the lion Libra. The lion might be significant for some of you. My big opposite cards, I did mention in a different portion of this reading that this is a creator. You have someone here who might be buying a house again. Could actually be buying or selling. Alright, let's do a free card. Money, water, just throwing stuff around. Alright, so the first card that came out, one of the first ones was odd jobs. So you may have someone here, maybe next to this person, where the money flow is being interrupted a little bit. Consider creating multiple streams of income, not just depending on one thing, especially in today's climate. Sometimes it's okay to take a transition job, even if it doesn't lead to a career. So focusing on your money, pretty much being a hustler and doing legally, do what you have to do. Second job, add job. Freedom is more important than financial security. So that may be someone's mentality. Make sure you're on the same page with whoever you're deciding to connect yourself with, because somebody can't be trusted here. It's just the same person who you couldn't trust in the past. See, they're still in your energy, right? It's up to you if you're going to let them cross over into your future. You have money manager. This card can indicate your career or finances could take a giant leap. Remember earlier we talked about healing the things that may be broken inside of us that's affecting other areas of our lives. You can expect happy outcome and consider careers in money management, banking, accounting, or anything finance. If you start a new business, you may run into a few hiccups, but you have a person in your energy right now, they're already here, who may be able to help you with that. They may be stronger in that area. They may be able to identify some of the hurdles that you have with this. I mean, if you're starting a new business or if you're trying to make a new investment, okay? You're trying to make things happen. Not everybody is out to get you, but again, it's being vulnerable and moving with discernment to open our hearts again. Just have open communication with this person. Let them know exactly what you're going through, whether it's credit, whether it's a bank account, your new businesses, any challenges that you may have. It looks like it's going to work out, and you'll be able to trust this person. It could be that you're doing things the way you know how, and there may be a better streamlined way of handling whatever it is that has to do with your finances. All right. We're going to go over the unlocking card before we go. You have opened the floodgates of abundance without limitation. Blocks are there to tell you that you're steering off track. What was locked can now be open. So again, that's moving with wisdom. Open your mind. Go within yourself for your restoration to get to that abundance. Whatever all these little situations were, you're leaving them in the past. You just talk to God. Use wisdom. You know, this is in the future. You have a very there's a lot of spirituality here. You have new beginnings. This happiness here. This is family. This is love. This is everything that you wanted, and you can be your own boss, right? You're moving forward. You're making changes. Some of you, it might have been a literal move, but that's what I have for the water sign collective. Again, if positive card, look at this. Love and marriage, happy outcomes is here. I don't know why I was led to pull this. Okay, you may end up having a stay-at-home job, or you might start making a whole bunch of money right from the comfort of your home, walking away from one job for a position with another. You may have someone asking you to be a partnership, or someone's helping you do some research. There also may be someone digging into some information involving a young guy. Could be a family member. Could be I'm getting my TikTok cards. Again, social media may be significant. All right. Again, this is Oprah Readings. Thank you for joining. If anything resonated with you, please feel free to leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time.